Hello YouTubers, Troz here. We're back with some Kerbal Space Program. We have Jebediah and Newlorf here. We just rescued him. His pod is just ahead of us in orbit, about 15 kilometers away. And we're preparing to land on the moon. We want to recover some scientific data from the surface, land on the moon, recover scientific data, and plant a flag. So let's plan out what we gotta do. Last time we also put a satellite in orbit, which looks like it may have... Well, from our point of view here, it's back in lunar orbit, but when we left it, it was definitely in Kerbal orbit. What am I doing? We want to... Well, we really could land... That crater would be a nice one to land in. So if we... Well, let's pop this up. No, I just want to set a maneuver. Actually, we're pretty low as it is. So, if we're gonna do a maneuver, we might as well just... basically... slow down here. And... come down pretty much straight down. I mean, we're at 10 kilometers. We could try lowering our periapsis to, let's say, lowering this to about 5 kilometers, but that would risk hitting the edge here. I'm not sure how high that edge is. The highest mountains do go a little above 5 kilometers. We could also try this crater, but well, this one will put us more directly facing the sun, which would allow us to charge up a little easier. So we have an approximate 13 minutes until this burn. Like that, we just did get in the sun. So we're charging back up. Because we switched vehicles, we don't have ETA for this burn, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be about 30 seconds or so. Interestingly, or not, we're gonna be dumping this before we land because we can't land with it still on, so there's really nothing we need that fuel for. It's just spare fuel. We should definitely have plenty in this stage to return with. Yeah, so let's warp there and get ready for this burn. Alright, we're about a minute and 22 out. Let's yeah, this is a much more natural position considering our altitude. And we just want to get somewhere over the middle of this, somewhere pretty far, as far as possible away from these smaller craters. So I'm thinking if we start burning over... Well, you know what? I'm gonna say let's start burning now. And yeah, we have a whole minute to burn. Apparently more than I thought we'd take. And we're doing good though. These are the only two that are really in our way. And I'm hoping we'll be coming to a stop before them. Beginning to fall, but that's what we want. Alright, just don't want to come down over that. But it looks like we'll be stopping before then. Alright. I think that's pretty good. Let's... Yeah, we're actually just coming back ever so slightly. Which is fine. Okay, we're coming down right between these craters. Just gonna let us fall for a bit and about 5,000, 4,000. I'm gonna slow up, and we'll dump this at that point after we slow up. We're actually, getting pretty close, so let's throttle up. Alright, let's turn on RCS. Alright, let us stage here. Drop that away. Gear out. I'll actually give us an indication of our height above the ground. About 550 or so. We're coming down 19. Oh, there's our shadow as well. There's our lights on the surface, another indication. So let's slow up a bit. Lights are usually about 400 meters. And a little bit much for the slowing up. Yeah, we want to keep it. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're coming down at 8 and decreasing. It looks to be pretty smooth here. Alright, getting kind of close, so let's, come down about 3 meters per second. 3 exactly. Drifting slightly, but hopefully the RCS will be able to take care of that. Throttle up. And too much, we're going up. Cut. Came in a little hard and bounced, but hey, no damage, and we're on the moon. We have landed on the moon, and I think we got 2 explore the moon, land on the moon, complete, and land on the moon, complete. Any crash you can walk away from counts, but we did more than crash and walk away. We came down pretty safe. We got decent electric flow. That's good. This one is probably the low one. Yeah, but it's still enough to keep us charged. Let's run some science. Observe some mystery goo. We're gonna take that back with us. Some pressure data here. Pressure gauge is sitting there motionless. Perhaps you should tap it a few times to be sure. There's no pressure here, but we're just verifying that. Let's keep that data. Let's take a temperature reading. Alrighty. Let's keep that data. And we want a goo report. Let's turn off RCS and toggle the SAS. Not the goo report. We want a materials bay report. We already did a goo report. 100 science. Wow. And we're, I didn't note it before, but we're in the moon's east crater. Let's keep that data. We can also do a crew report for 20 data. And you know what, since this we can transmit for free, let us do that. And that will satisfy some more. Okay, we're recharging. But that science data from the surface of the moon. Excellent. And explore the moon. Because we transmitted or recovered scientific data from its surface. That pretty much completes most of our contracts here. We basically just need to plant a flag and recover Newlorf. Now let's get on with the flag planting. We also may actually have enough fuel to get somewhere else. And if we're going somewhere else, the closest place is right up here. North of us, but let's plant that flag first. Doors over here. Let's EVA. Can we? Alright, there is no data in that pod at the moment. We broadcast the one. Oh, look at that, our fuel tank is sitting right over there. The engine broke, but we still have the fuel tank. Whoa, what happened there? That was like... seemed to fall really, really fast when I tried to turn on the pack. Alright. We're good. Why aren't you... There we go. Oh, you look really happy. Can we get you to face this way? Let's plant the flag. First landing site. Take a little screenshot and I have to remap that. Turning on your Oh, doesn't light up the flag from this side, but... oh well. Let's take a surface sample. Bunch of breccia and melted materials. Let's do an EVA report. And the one thing I want to do... let's see if we can do this. Oh, let's turn on your little jetpack. And I'm not sure how you jumped up that high this time. We're going to collect the data so we can bring it back with us. We're going to leave those. They should survive. Let's not fly over those solar panels. That's a little dangerous there, Jeb. Can we grab? Yeah, I know you like the backwards flips. Let's try grabbing the right capsule this time. Alrighty. Let's board. Alright, so we've stored that away. We have plenty of fuel. So I think we should go back to here. Let's turn on SAS again. We wanted to fly up there. This was one of the craters. Forget which. Let's East Crater. If we can fly up here, this should be Midlands, maybe Highlands, who knows. It should be something, though, other than the East Crater. And it'll be different science. And we can take that back with us as well. This will get us pretty far in our science. Plant the flag. Completed that. Alright, so let's lift off. And immediately turn to the north here a bit. That's a pretty big little crater at the edge of this big crater. That should be good. Alright, when we get above what looks like flat, maybe after this crater, we'll begin slowing down and coming in for another landing. Yeah, once we get past this stuff, it's relatively smooth out there. Still pretty good on fuel. Definitely, though, we want to keep at least half our fuel for returning. Don't want to risk running out on the way back. We're still going up, although just barely. Alright, that that should be about good. So I'm going to turn on RCS to help keep our attitude. And let's begin slowing down here. Basically just want to chase that up to the top. And cut. Yeah, it looks like we're coming down pretty much straight down. And should now just be a repeat of what we had previously. If I could just see our shadow. Where's the sun? Sun is almost directly overhead. Alright, we're getting fast. Let's slow down. Keep that to about 20 or so. There's our shadow right there. 13's a little low. So slightly drifting, I think. So let's push that back to the center. Alright, we're getting too fast again. 35. Down about 10, that's okay. Alright, we're at 400 now or so. Alright, let's slow down. 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Alright. Seven. 6. Alright, this is a bit sloped, but we should be good. 5, 4, 1, 4. 3-ish. 3, 2, 1. 1.5. Touchdown, throttle off. And looks like we've used about a third of our fuel. But that still leaves 2/3 to get home with, which is great. Let's observe the mystery goo. We're now in the highlands. That's great. Goo seems to be less dense here. Let's keep that data. Let's observe the materials bay. And we'll never be able to get the lab clean again. That's okay. Keep that data. And can you do a true report? Yes, he can. Let's keep that data. We'll have Newlorf now go out and do an EVA and collect the data. As soon as we forgot to collect this data. That's fine. And of course you bumped something as well. EVA report. Take a surface sample. We're going to have so much science. Plant a flag. Alrighty, let us jump. And be careful there. Oop. Oop. Did you bounce on the solar panel there or something? They're not for bouncing on. Physics are a little wacky here. I'm not sure if that's just because of 1.0 or what. Collect the data. Move data. Alright. We're now going to come over here and grab on this upper pod. I know that Jebediah is here. We're going to take the thermometer data and the barometer data, and if I jump here, oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I've never seen this before. I'm wondering if it's something with 1.0. It seems like sliding along surfaces you can get boosts up or down. I'm not sure if that's to do with the changes for climbing or what. Come on. Grab. And you bumped your head. Yeah. That's not good. Let's... Comedy of errors. Alright, let's try this one more time. Grab, board. Okay. We can now take another pressure reading in the Highlands. And another thermometer reading here. Also from the Highlands. And just to see, 157.59.6. Let's turn that off so we don't waste power. Pressure is in vacuum, as we would expect. Okay, we can take 2 more goo readings and 1 more materials bay reading, but we may want to take those. I'm not sure if we got stuff. I think we got stuff in low orbit, did we? See, from here, I'm not sure where another close biome would be. We could try for this crater, but that would be a pretty big hop. I'm not sure we want to risk that. We may just decide to go back. I think we may be doing that. Actually, I think we'll do that. We are just about out of time, and some of my previous videos went a little long, so I'm going to cut this one a little short by a minute or two. By what I try to aim for 30 minutes. So, I think we'll call this here, and next time we will be flying back to Kerbin, and then we'll see what we can do with all the science we've collected. So, I guess I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with some more Kerbal Space Program. See you guys then.